22분입니다. 주문, 피청구인 대통령 윤석열을 파면한다.
By deploying military and police, Yoon obstructed the National Assembly's constitutional exercise of its power and denied people's sovereignty and democracy. Yoon also violated the governance principles defined by the Constitution by deploying the military to the Election Commission to conduct search and seizure. Through his proclamation, he broadly violated people's fundamental rights. Such acts are a violation of principles of the rule of law and a democratic state. These acts violated the constitutional order and seriously jeopardized the stability of the democratic republic. The respondent had an opportunity to convince the people to take charge of the governance in last year's parliamentary election. Even if the result didn't meet expectations, Yoon should have not tried to disregard the will of the people, who voted for the opposition. Despite all that, by declaring martial law, the respondent reenacted the history of the abuse of emergency powers. By declaring martial law, the respondent, Yoon, shocked the people and created chaos in all areas including society, economy, politics, and diplomacy.
존경하는 국민 여러분,
Dear respected citizens, today the Constitutional Court has confirmed the result of the impeachment trial of the President. I take seriously the unfortunate situation of the impeachment of a sitting head of state,
현직 국가 원수의 탄핵이라는 불행한 상황.
which marks the second such occurrence in our constitutional history.
저는 대통령 권한 대행으로서
As the acting president, I will maintain a firm security posture to ensure there are no gaps in national security and diplomacy. Furthermore, I will make every effort to ensure that there are no delays in addressing the pressing issues such as the trade war,
대처에 일체 차질이 없도록 만전을 기하고 국민이
and I will establish public order to ensure the citizens are not anxious. I will also ensure thorough preparations for various disasters.
아울러 주권자인 국민
Also, in accordance with the will of our sovereign citizens,
법률에 따라
I will do my utmost to ensure that the next government can be inaugurated smoothly in accordance with the Constitution and the law, and I will manage the upcoming presidential election to ensure its success.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.